What a privilege it is to be here. I watch so many TED Talks, and to be on a stage sharing with you guys, what an honor. I am half Ethiopian. Those of you who are familiar with the African culture will be aware that the mother plays a key role in helping decide what her son studies and where he goes to study it. And my mom did exactly that. She played a key role in choosing civil engineering as my degree and Loughborough University as to where I was going to study it. I enjoyed it. I went to Loughborough, did it, and along the way worked out that actually civil engineering wasn't for me. I was more into entrepreneurship. I realized and came up with a business idea that I submitted to the university's annual business competition and won the Social Enterprise Award. So I thought, I'm going to take a year out to really focus on bringing my idea to life. So as the end of the degree comes about and everybody's sharing what it is they're going to do with their year, so some are saying, I am going to go down a graduate route and do this, whilst others are saying, I'm going to go traveling. As I came to say, I'm going to start a business, I was faced with utter pessimism. People's faces screamed, do you not know 4 out of 5 companies fail? Do you not know that the economy is bleak? Do you not know the doom and gloom associated with trying to start a business? And I felt entirely frustrated. What's the point in doing anything if these are the stats that are stacked up against us? The idea of failing was unthinkable. These people were afraid of failure. It made me ask myself this question. What would I do if I couldn't fail? What would you do if you couldn't fail? Think about that. What would you do if you could not fail? With regards to career, hobbies, sports, what would you do if you could not fail? My name is Kiéleb Mikins, and I am an expert in failure. So off the back of this question, I launched a project called My 40 Days. The idea behind the project was I would take on challenges that people deemed as impossible, challenges that people thought couldn't be done. And I would document it on YouTube and share my experiences in a blog and tell people that there is actually value in failure. So I created a Facebook page, and the requests came flooding in. So I said, there's 3 rules. 1, it has to be challenging. 2, it has to be entertaining. 3, it has to be legal. If it fits those criteria, I'll go out and I'll do it. So day 6 or day 7, I find myself in McDonald's. Picture this, the challenge. Get a fast food chain to cook your raw chicken. So I'm in McDonald's. I'm holding a 2-kilogram naked chicken. Part of the challenge is I have to keep a straight face. So I go in and I'm like, can you cook my chicken? I have never walked into a place and caused such a reaction. The guy behind the till is like, Reggie, come have a look at this. Within seconds, all the staff from Shirley McDonald's were surrounding my 2-kilogram raw chicken. They told me to go on to Nando's. I went into KFC. It was as if they'd never seen a chicken before. It was crazy. And so I was enjoying this, and it was fun. I got a challenge to go and try and test drive a Lamborghini. Now, if I go in and try and test drive a Lamborghini, they're going to say, where's your deposit? And I don't think I look like someone who has a deposit to take a Lamborghini for a ride. So I thought creatively, how could I do this? And I said, well, if I dress up as an Arab sheikh, take a security guard and a translator, then surely they'll let me test drive a Lamborghini. So we did that. We walk into the place, 2 security guards. I look the part, go in. The guy's like, nice to meet you. We just rung up beforehand saying, Prince Kiéleb is on his way. No word of a lie. Prince Kiéleb is coming. We go in, the guy goes to shake my hand, my security guard gets in the way, and he's like, no. Speak directly to me, not the sheikh. I had to contain myself. I cannot explain to you. I just wanted to burst out laughing. If you don't believe this, all of this is on YouTube. So the challenges are fun. And another challenge. I got asked to go and convince the public I am famous. Now, how am I going to go and do that? Come on. So Westfield Shopping Centre was the scene. I thought, if I get a number of girls to maybe scream my name and get a buzz going of someone famous is in the building, and then I turn up with a bit of an entourage, and we stroll through the shopping centre, and these girls come up to me and ask for my autograph, then we're in it. One problem, I need to pass as some form of celebrity. So my sisters come up with the idea. You look like one of the werewolves from Twilight. So I thought, okay, we'll go for it. We go there, we do it, oh my goodness. Within 15 minutes, there is this incredible buzz. We go into the Apple store. They have to assign us security because the girls are going crazy. Hollister, they had to shut off part of the store because the girls were just... We went on social media, actually, on Instagram, and we found this picture. Look, who I just met. #Twilight. Underneath it, they say, who is it? And she responds, don't know, his name, he's one of the werewolves in Twilight. It's crazy what people buy. But I was finding that this project was actually quite a lot of fun. But I also wanted it to take quite a more significant theme and angle. So you probably look at me here and think, he can't have trouble speaking to girls, surely not. But actually, I'm really shy when it comes to speaking to girls that I like. And when it comes to approaching a girl, and I get it wrong time and time again when it comes to getting her number. And so I thought, look, let me take on a challenge that actually works at developing my ability to talk to the opposite sex when I like them. So I did that. I went to Carnaby Street looking for love. Now picture this, the challenge, find love. I went up to girls and I said, do you believe in love? And they'd respond with, yeah, why? And I'd be like, well, I've just fallen in love with you. I cannot explain the reactions that I got. It was hilarious. But I came to understand something that day. The fear of failure cripples. The fear of failure stops you from pursuing or doing what you're passionate about. And so facing your fear develops courage. It develops strength and character. And giving yourself permission to fail frees you up to dream. It frees you up to go for things that you wouldn't even have dreamed of going for. So these challenges, they often take different shapes, and they often incorporate me going up and doing stuff that gets rejected and rejected and rejected. Very parallel to what goes on in real life. When you go for jobs, the rejection that you face is very similar. And so I'm finding that bouncing back is a key element. And if we look at those successful people that we so highly esteem today, we see that they attribute many of their success to failure and bouncing back. J.K. Rowling, 12 publishers she got rejected from before she finally got the one that gave her the big break. Walt Disney got fired from his role as a journalist because he wasn't creative enough. It's crazy. But the ability to bounce back is key. So we need to embrace failure as a valuable experience because of the lessons that we learn from them. And we bounce back and keep going. Michael Jordan, one of my heroes, says this: I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed. Now, some of these challenges that I take have been game changers. So I got given a challenge to go and lie down in a public place. Now you think, surely that can't be hard. I even thought, come on, don't humor me. Give me something bigger than that. And actually, it was one of the hardest challenges I have had to do. So I turn up, Waterloo Station, one of the busiest stations in London. At rush hour, I have to lie down on the floor. So I get there, I think, okay. And I just could not do it. I can't explain it any other way than I felt this wall, this tangible wall of what is socially acceptable, and I wasn't allowed to cross that line. Something inside of me said, do not do it. It is ridiculous. I eventually plucked up the courage to lie down, and when I got back up, the sense of freedom, the sense of liberation that I felt was unexplainable. There was something about doing that brought me so far into an understanding that it doesn't matter what people think. When you actually get to the heart of why does fear of failure stop us, it's often because of what people think of us. And so we need to break certain walls down. Certain social stereotypes. Maybe your social class means that you can only go so far in life. Maybe what you studied means that you have to go on and do a career in that. Well, actually, we need to break some of these stereotypes down. I love this quote. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone, by Neil Donald Walsh. Watch this video. So I'm here at King's College, London. I'm about to just walk on stage and take a lecture. I think they're neuroscience students. Can you believe this? Okay, let's do this.
Thank you very much. So, my name is Kiilleb Mikins. I am taking the lecture today. Unfortunately, our lecturer hasn't been able to come, so we're going to be listening to me this afternoon. So, I'm going to be speaking to you on neuroscience and the relationship it has with storytelling. As I say, my name is Kiilleb. Yeah, come in, sit down, sir. Quiet down, class, please. Quiet down. I'm explaining to you the importance of storytelling when it comes to science and the intrinsic elements of this subject that we so dearly love and we're interested in. We are young, we're clear thinkers, we want to go far in life, don't we? Who here wants to go far in life? Yeah, thank you. Do the rest of you not want to? Yeah, come in, darling. Lead up. So 20% of you neuroscience students want to go far in life.
Not neuroscience students.
Okay. Oh, this is not neuroscience. What is this? This is what? Common year 1. That's what I meant. Storytelling is key. Storytelling is everything. To get anything in life, you need to be able to give the right pitch. You need to be able to stand in front of a group of people and not know what you're going to say and stand up and just say it. You need to be able to face your fears in life because your fears will hold you back. Your fears will stop you from persevering. Come on in, come on in. I'm Mr. Mickin's. Who are you? Oh.
So, as you can see, that was a sink or swim moment. And I think we need to come out of our comfort zones. I think being comfortable breeds apathy. And this project here, I thought that in taking it up, I was going to develop an ability to simply no longer fear things. I'd become numb to fear. But actually what happened was each time I did a challenge, it would go so horribly wrong or embarrassing, so I'd be even more scared for the next one. So I was finding I was becoming more and more terrified of challenges. And so this thing of fear wasn't becoming numb. It was just I was becoming more aware of it. Fear is a sure sign that we are alive. The problem isn't fear, it's being stopped by fear. So we need to develop an ability to face our fears and overcome our fears. And you know what? Time and time again, you'll be surprised by how often you succeed when you try and do the impossible. I succeeded there. I convinced them I was the lecturer. My goodness me. And so, really, like, I want to encourage you guys to really, what dreams have you let go of because you're afraid of failure? What things have you put on the back burner because you are afraid you might fail? It has its rewards. And even this project has its rewards with me. So the messages that came flying in, it was so encouraging. People saying, I'm inspired to try things new here. I'm inspired to take things on that I wasn't before. One story comes to mind, I'll quickly share it. So I'm an avid Chelsea fan. Like, I love Chelsea Football Club. I was at the game yesterday. I love this team. And someone had come across the project. They'd seen that on my Twitter profile it says Chelsea FC. So they got in touch and said, I work for Chelsea Football Club in the production of the TV. I think we could do a partnership here and do something. I was like, yes, this is a dream come true. So we get chatting, we develop the idea. We say that we'll do a halftime challenge, crossbar challenge at one of the games. 40,000 people, the hallowed turf at Stamford Bridge. Yes. And then we come to put some wheels in motion, and I suddenly find it, I'm struggling to get in touch with this guy. He's not replying. And then after a while, I finally get in touch, and he says, mate, Quiyleb, I've got some good news and some bad news. The good news is, your project has inspired me to pursue my dream, my passion in journalism. The bad news is, we can't move forward with your project. I was like, no! There is no good news. That is just bad news. No! It's clearly good news for him. It's bad news for me. But you know what? He found out what he wanted to do, and he was willing to face his fears and continue to do that. That's inspiring. It's inspiring. But the rewards are coming, and it's crazy. So big brands are beginning to engage with the project. Nivea sent me a letter saying that they really enjoyed the project and sent me a shed load of deodorant to help me stay fresh whilst I do it. They also gave me a challenge to go out that I'm going to go and film and do. Just a few weeks ago, I was at Saracens Rugby Club, 8,000 fans. I was doing 3 spot kicks. I got 1 out of the 2, which is a horrible attempt, but it was so much fun and an experience I will never forget. And just recently, I was nominated as Graduate of the Year by Milk Round, which was an incredible privilege for the social impact that this was having on my peers. And here today, speaking on a stage, TEDx stage, what a dream come true. And it is a privilege to come and talk to you guys and share with you guys. I'm halfway through the project, so keep giving me suggestions at my 40 days on Twitter, and if it's, as I say, legal, I'll go out and do it. And so I just want to end with this, by challenging you guys. What big dreams have you let go of that you need to pick back up? That's a big, big challenge, and I want you to really engage with it. On a practical level, on a smaller level, I want to challenge you to do one thing. To lie down in a public place. Take a picture and tweet me. I'll finish with this. Without failure, there is no success. Thank you very much.